Snow in Antarctica are turning green. Hey y'all, it's your boy B. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Again, your boy is back with yet another amazing. To be honest, I cannot say that this video is really amazing. As you guys saw the thumbnail that says 2020, the disaster year. Yes, today we're gonna be dealing with 2020, the amazing year that we had till now, and it's still going on. We have experienced a lot of things in this year, so we will be going through all those things, what happened in this short span of time. So let's get into it. The first in the list is Australian bushfire. You know the saying, you're on fire, just like that. 2020 kicked off literally on fire in Australia. It actually started in December 2019. At the time we were, celebrating our new year, these guys were dealing with the deadly disaster as huge as this. 18.6 million hectares of land, a forest, were burned in this. Over 5,900 buildings were burned. Over 34 persons were killed. And that's not it. Over 400 people were killed due to inhalation of smoke. What a start to 2020, right? A perfect start. Second in the list is the Indonesian flood. And this happened on the very first day of the new year, that is January 1st. Like, a devastating flood destroys the capital of Indonesia. Over 4 lakh people were forced to flee from their home just because of this. And 66 people gave their life due to drowning, landslide and electric shocks. Just imagine, guys, the very first day of a new year and this happens. It's really devastating, guys. Number 3 on the list is the dreaded coronavirus. And I'm pretty sure that I don't have to give an explanation on this because everybody in this world is still experiencing the wrath of the coronavirus. And to be honest, there's nothing we can do about it. All we can do is that stay safe, keep our social distancing, wash your hands, all those safety precautions that we can take. That's all we can do until our medical authorities come up with the cure for this global pandemic. The next in the list is the volcano eruption in the Philippines. Guys, this took place on the 12th of Jan in Luzon, and the Taal volcano is the second most active volcano in the Philippines, and the last time it was burst, it was 43 years ago, and this happened again in 2020, guys. So what happened is that it started rumbling and it burst, and the eruption made the ash dust to spread over 100 kilometers. Yeah, you heard me right, 100 kilometers. And that's just not it. It also formed ash cloud, which ended up in a massive evacuation of 300,000 people from the place, guys. Seriously. And people of Luzon are still are reeling from that disaster happened. Number 5, earthquakes. And that's just not in a place. In Turkey, the Philippines, Russia, Iran, Philippines and India. Over 45 earthquakes of different magnitude were registered just in 2020, guys. That's just criminal. I just don't know why this year is so cruel to us. And the most worst in them was that happened in Jamaica and Russia of a magnitude of 7. Yeah, you heard me right. And the earthquake in Turkey claimed 41 lives. People are being crushed by 2020, literally. Number 6 in the list is the locust swarms in East Africa and Asia. These guys were first detected on the eastern side of Africa, then come to Pakistan, then come to India. Indian states like Haryana, Gujarat, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, all these states were severely affected by this attack. And the last time a pest attack of this size of this magnitude happened 2 decades ago, and it came back again in 2020. So what this thing does, humans are not affected by it, but the crops get destroyed by these guys. And the most insane thing about them is they can consume as much as food as 35,000 people in a day. Yeah, that much food in just a day. And another thing is that they breed so rapidly. A 1 square kilometer can consist of 150 million locust swarms. Just imagine, guys. It like that. It just destroyed the crops of months of preparation. Just like that. Number 7 is the Amphan cyclone in India and Bangladesh. This took place in May in Odisha and Bengal. It almost killed 12 people, leaving by a trail of destruction all around the places, especially in Odisha and Bengal. These two places were destroyed completely by this cyclone, and the cell phone network was down, the electricity was down, all those necessary things were shut down because of this cyclone. Number 8, forest fire in Uttarakhand, India. Everything is there, guys. 2020 is a full package. So what happened in there is that Uttarakhand was burning for 4 days straight. Over 51 kilometers of forest covers were burned completely. And the fire department of Uttarakhand itself lost over 1 lakh of those stuff. By records, only 2 lives were lost, thank God. But the destruction has happened. Over 46 bushfire happened in these days. Number 9 is the Assam floods. By this, over 30,000 people in 5 out of 33 districts were affected by this flood. According to Assam District Disaster Management Authority, 128 villages in that has been affected by this flood. Not only that, the domestic animals, the crops, their earnings, their all possessions, everything was gone by this flood. Number 10, snow in Antarctica are turning green. Yeah, you heard me right, guys. Parts of the continent is actually turning green thanks to climate change and massive algal blooms. According to research, why this is happening is that the warm temperature and the melting of snow is actually making the population of algal bloom to increase, which is a rapid increase or accumulation in the formation of algae, which is expanding in a high rate and turning into algal blooms. So this is the main thing happening, and because of this, most of the areas are turning green. And because it's happening in a very high rate, some of the part in Antarctica can be seen from the space because of this green formation. They can be seen from the space, guys. Just imagine. I think we are screwing us up. All the things that we did in the past are right now we are paying the price for it. That's happening. The Mother Nature is responding back to us because of the sins that we have already made. And that's just not it, guys. The latest to all these disasters happened in the span of 6 or 7 months. The massive explosion happened 4 days back in Lebanon. We all saw the video of it, so I don't want to include that again. It was really horrifying to see what happened. That explosion was really massive, and people are still not survived from that explosion. Things on Lebanon is still going on really, really hard. And another thing which happened yesterday in Kerala, yesterday morning, a landslide happened in Kerala, in Idukki, which took 18 lives. And yesterday evening, an airline crashed, which took almost 17 to 18 lives, and so many are in critical stage in hospitals right now. I just cannot understand, guys. So many bad things are happening in this 2020, this year. I cannot even explain my feelings on this all this phenomenon is happening around us. I hope everybody stays safe. I don't know what to say, guys. Seriously, I just don't know how to explain this. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this, don't forget to like and talk to me through the comments. That being said, until next time, it's Rafi, my boy. Peace.